Last week I posted a review of the XREAL 1S, which is the glasses that is capable of 2D to 3D conversion right on the glasses. I also did a review of the Viture's Luma Ultra. As many of you may know, Viture has an 2D to 3D conversion called Immersive 3D, which is also pretty nice. Now, since I posted that video, a lot of you have been asking me about a comparison between XREAL's Real 3D and Viture's Immersive 3D. Now, to my surprise, many of you, actually no one has asked me how they compare to INAIR's 3D. I guess the thing is, many of you don't know that INAIR also has 2D to 3D conversion. Not only do they have it on the pod, they also have it on PC. So what I've been replying to people is, you know what I think I'm gonna do is Viture's Immersive 3D compared to XREAL's Real 3D and compared to INAIR's Real 3D, because I think that it's not just Viture and XREAL. There is a major player, which is INAIR, and you guys should know about it. So what I'm gonna do today is do a breakdown. Now, to help me with this breakdown, what I've done is I've created a chart that I'm gonna be putting on the screen, and with this chart, you guys can read along. You can take a screenshot, stop the video, whatever. So to start, there's a few distinctions between how all these devices do the 2D to 3D conversion. By far, the simplest and the easiest to use is XREAL's Real 3D. The reason is because the 2D to 3D conversion happens on the glasses. This means that it would work with almost anything that has a video output. It doesn't matter if it's your Nintendo Switch. It doesn't matter if it's your PC, your phone, your iPad, your Samsung tablet, your Oppo Find N phone. If it has a video output, there's a very, very high chance the 2D to 3D conversion would work because everything is done on the glasses. So that is a big, big, big deal. Now, when it comes to INAIR, right? INAIR has their own glasses, but the magic is happening on the pod. So with the INAIR pod, you have two options. One, you plug your glasses into this and you're gonna get 2D to 3D conversion because it's done on the pod. The other option is on the PC. They also have a PC software just like Viture. INAIR's PC software also does the 2D to 3D conversions where you can change different intensity and things like that. So I like the flexibility of INAIR, but the problem is if you connect your INAIR glasses to a Nintendo Switch or maybe a phone, you're not gonna get 2D to 3D conversion because it's happening on the pod. But the good thing is that as long as you have glasses connected to it, you're gonna get 3D. Now, Viture has mobile as well as on PC. However, it is the hardest to use. The reason is, for example, I have a premium device, right? This is a Samsung Fold 7. My 2D to 3D conversion for YouTube and stuff will not work on this phone. I have tried it on other Android phones, it will not work. And for something as premium as this, it would not work. But then I saw something on Viture Spacewalker. It says to ensure compatibility, your device must support a video output at 4K resolution or higher. Higher? What phone supports 4K resolution video output? Most phones do not even have video output, let alone 4K. So that means that if you want to be able to watch something like YouTube or whatever it is, you're not gonna have that option. Now, as far as local files, the Spacewalker does a pretty good job at converting local files, but how many people download movies anymore nowadays? Most people are actually using streaming platforms. Now, even something as simple as YouTube, you're not gonna be able to do it on most phones. That is just crazy. And then even when you are able to watch local files, it locks you into 0DOF, which is just very, very limited. Now, to Viture's credit, they do have the Pro neckband. The Pro neckband also does 2D to 3D conversion, but it also does only local files. It cannot do streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Prime. It can do none of that. But on the Pro neckband, you do get 3DOF when it does local conversion. It's just too much of a limitation. Now, on their PC software, it does convert pretty much anything on the PC to 2D to 3D conversion. So you are able to, do things like your streaming services, YouTube, Netflix, Prime, and all that stuff on your computer, because it changes the actual computer to 2D to 3D conversion, which is great. So that is as far as the use case, right? Now let's go into the second important thing, quality. If you like what you're seeing so far, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, help me grow. I appreciate everyone that's been supporting me so far. Back to the video. On the PC software, Viture has the best quality in terms of 2D to 3D conversion. That is great, but it requires a whole lot of processing power. If your PC does not have the power, it's not gonna work. It's gonna stutter. And if it does work with your, for example, on my PC, it does work, but my fan is running very loud. It's draining my battery pretty fast. So if you have the PC power and you are plugged in, you're gonna have a good experience as long as your computer is not running crazy, because it's not just about battery power. It's the fact that I can hear my PC's fan just running on high that is so distracting. So now that I'm thinking about it, Viture and INAIR are actually on equal playing field when it comes to PC 3D conversion. XREAL does not have a PC conversion, but it doesn't need it because, once again, it's being done on the glasses. Now, because it's being done on the glasses, the quality is actually lower compared to what Viture and INAIR have, because Viture and INAIR are using the PC's processing power, which is going to be a lot more than what something as small as these glasses can do. Like I said, this is the easiest to use because it's just as simple as plug and play, but everything is being done on these glasses. So therefore, your quality is going to be lower when compared to Viture or INAIR on PC. It's just a given. So for me personally, I stick with this because of the ease of use. But if you're looking for the best quality, then Viture and INAIR is gonna be the best way to go. The downside is, what are you gonna be doing with that? If you're trying to play a video game, you're not gonna want to use Viture and INAIR because they're using more processing power that can slow down the PC, especially if you're trying to run a video game. So that is something. As a matter of fact, I just would not game on 3D because it's not all about the 3D quality. It's also about how many hertz you're running or frames per second. There are just other factors. Now, I have seen some people game in 3D, which is fine. Certain games you can, but I feel like when it comes to like a first-person shooter games or games that require high precision, quick reaction time, like racing games, you might not want to use 3D. But then again, I don't really game, so it's hard to say. But on PC, Viture and INAIR are gonna be the best, as long as you have a PC that is powerful enough and they don't drain your battery in 30 minutes or so. So there is that. So I asked ChatGPT for a scorecard, and this is what it showed me. However, I feel like in reality, it's not that close. So this is what I made. Now, it might be a little bit hard for you guys to see it because it's white. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a picture and post them on the screen. But basically, for final score, I put XREAL Real 3D a 9/10. Why? Because for the convenience, we've never had anything like this because it's just as simple as plug and play. Now, why is it not 10/10? Because the quality of the 3D can be a little bit better. Now, because it's running on the glasses, it's like, man, I don't know how much better it can run just running on the glasses. Another reason why I deduct a point is, while 30 and 24 frames per second are great for movies and shows, if you want a game, you will need something, something like 60 or above. Right now, XREAL has a beta for 60, so that's why I deducted a point. But other than that, I am super impressed by the fact that the glasses is what's running. Some people cannot even believe that all that is running on this because we know how much it takes to run 2D to 3D conversion. When I use all 3D, I've had a bunch of 2D to 3D conversion running on my PC, and they use a lot of processing power. It's not just Viture, it's not just INAIR. Virtually every 2D to 3D conversion that I've used uses a lot of processing power. So the fact that a glasses like this can do it is just super, super, super impressive. Now the next one is INAIR's Real 3D. I give it a 7 out of a 10. Now it has some strengths that, wouldn't put it at like a 9 or 10, but then it also has some weaknesses that drops it low. The weaknesses that drops it low is the fact that when you are able to stream, you're not getting full resolution. So that full resolution has nothing to do with the actual 3D, but more so the limitation of the pod, and you can only get it on the pod. Well, you can also get it on PC, but as far as the pod, you do have those limitations. So overall, being that they have a PC version and then they have a pod version, I rate it a 7 out of a 10. Honestly, in some cases, I could see it being an 8, but I feel like the gap between the ease of use of XREAL, being able to plug it into anything and still getting full resolution, just puts it much higher. Well, I won't say much higher, but 2 points above the INAIR. And then Viture's Immersive 3D, I give it a 5 out of a 10. Honestly, the reason why the Viture gets a 5 out of 10 is because the quality is just so good on PC. If this was just strictly PC, then it would be like an 8 out of a 10. But because there's so many limitations in many other aspects, it drains your PC quick, so it uses a lot of memory. And on top of that, when you're running Immersive 3D on your PC, you get zeroed off. Like, man, on mobile, you're very limited to what phones can run it. Even the phones that can run it, you're limited to just local files, which is crazy to me. And then you get to the Pro neckband, which is great, and it does the conversion in 3DOF, but then you're limited to local files. So you can't do any of the streaming services in 2D to 3D conversion. You're limited to local files. So that's why I rated it a 5 out of a 10. For me personally, this is the total score when you average and when you put everything together, all the pros, the strength, the weaknesses, the ease of use, device compatibility. This is what I have.